Hey everyone, it's Bree here and welcome to Vinyasa Wave, and today is a HIIT Pilates flow. As far as props, I'm going to be using dumbbells, but as always, you don't have to use any props to make it spicy. It will be spicy enough. You can add in additional props if you have them available to you. For the HIIT portion of this class, it's going to be standing style circuit. So there's 3 circuits, 2 workouts in each. We're going to do that 2 times, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Okay, we're going to start standing today. I'm going to start standing at the back of my mat, but we will be using all 4 directions. So just to make sure you have a good amount of space around you. Okay, and go ahead and grab what you need, and I will meet you when you're ready. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So again, I'm standing at the back of my mat. You can stand any direction you'd like. Just make sure you have a good amount of space around you, okay? As always with Pilates, we need to connect to our body, breath, and mind. So we're gonna stand here nice and tall. Heels are pressing down. All 10 toes are pressing in towards the floor. Reaching through the crown of the head, find a nice long spine. Take a full breath in here, expand the ribs. Big exhale. One more. And a big exhale. Good. On your next inhale, sweep arms up and over your head. And then on the exhale, slight bend of those knees, fold forward over those thighs. And then inhale, big sweep all the way up. Find a little rhythm here with your breath. So exhale, takes you all the way down. And then inhale, grow at the top. Good. Sweep it down. Inhale, big reach. 2 more, we'll meet at the top. Last one. And hold it here at the top. Long spine, hands come together. Reach even longer on the inhale, and then exhale, fold over towards the right side. Send your hips to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Arms come down by the side. We're going to go for a nice little spinal roll. So chin comes in towards the chest. So nice roll down the spine. Imagine you're unstacking your spine. I don't know how old you are, but there used to be a little snake toy that kind of like separated and moved like a snake. If you remember the toy I'm talking about, imagine that's your spine right now. So you're just stacking one block on top of the other as you rise. You have one more. Chin in towards the chest, really round the spine. The more you can round, the better. Really get that flexion in the spine. And then roll back up once you reach your maximum point. Head is the very last thing to rise. Great job. Big sweep over the head one more time. Open up the heart, elbows go wide. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, walk it out. Find your down dog. Hands go to the top of the mat or whatever space you're in. Heels don't have to touch the floor. And then just slowly start to press your chest back towards your thighs. We're just going to find stillness first. Good. And then on your next inhale, start to find movement in the back of the legs. So bicycle the legs, shake the hips, rock side to side. Something that feels good in your body. Getting that crunchy feeling out, whatever it is. And then we're going to come back to center. On the inhale, come forward, find your tabletop position, hands and knees. We're going to go right into our cat-cow. So on the inhale, drop the belly, chin comes off the heart, chin comes off the chest, roll shoulders back and down, and then exhale, round. Good, inhale. Exhale, round. Great job. You have one more. Inhale and exhale. Great job. Inhale, find a nice neutral spine. We're going to tuck those toes. We're going to lift those knees up off the mat just a couple inches. So when you exhale, think about squeezing the core, lifting those knees just a couple inches, and then slowly lower back down on the inhale. Again, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keep going your breath and your pace. Try not to lift too high. The goal is to not straighten out the legs and you're not shifting away from the wrist. So it's not a down dog. We're just trying to connect to that deep core. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. You have 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last one. And take it all the way down. Push back to child's pose. Sit on those heels, walk those hands forward. Take a full breath in here and a full breath out. Great job. Come all the way up. We're going to find a plank position. So hands down, feet go back. Find your high plank position here. Great job. We're going to bend into the knees. So you're going to bend knee down dog. Send your chest back towards your thighs. On the inhale, lunge forward. Find your plank. We're going to do left knee towards right elbow, right knee towards left elbow, and then send it back to that bent knee down dog. Inhale, plank, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Keep it nice and slow. Being mindful of the body and the breath. Knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Send it back. Good, we're gonna hold that plank position into. Finish this last one. Hold that plank. Good, hold that plank. We're gonna alternate a leg lift. So right heel lifts, squeeze the right glute, lower. Left heel lifts and lower. Keep going, keep pushing into those hands. I know it's getting spicy. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1, and push back, child's pose. Knees go wide. Sit back onto the heels. If you need to, take arms behind you. It'll help soften the shoulders. You can maybe roll out the wrists and take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then we're gonna come forward, find our forearm plank. Give those wrists a break. So we're on our forearms. Feet go back. Make sure shoulders are over your elbows. Forearm planks are pretty spicy, so usually we have our hips up high and we're away from our elbows. Shift forward here. And we're gonna start to rock back and forth. So over the middle finger and back towards the heels. Over the middle finger and back towards the heels. 2 more, last one. Meet me back in center, hold it. Go right into your plank to pike. So lift your hips up, shift shoulders away from the elbows. Inhale, come back to that plank position. Shift your gaze as you lift your hips. Look at your thighs. Inhale, bring it forward. Good, you have 2. Last one, and bring it back to center. Excellent job. Drop those knees, push back to child's pose. Again, if the shoulders are getting spicy, take your arms behind you. It'll help soften those shoulders. And you'll take a full breath in here and a full breath out. Excellent job. We're gonna come forward all the way to our belly. So lay all the way down. You're gonna slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Squeeze those elbows together. On the inhale, I hope you can hear me. My mic is kind of getting squished. On your inhale, we're gonna lift everything off the floor, like Superwoman or Wonder Woman, pointing those toes, squeezing those glutes. On the exhale, lower it back down, and then we push up to a push-up position or maybe tabletop, depending on what you need today. And then we go back to our down dog, okay? Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift everything off the floor except for your belly. Exhale, plant it down, push back either to your push-up or you can pass through tabletop to get up to your down dog. Give me 2 more. Inhale, slowly lower. Lift, lower, push up, and down dog. Good job. Bring it forward. Slowly lower. Float it. Put it down. Push up. And then finish in that down dog. Give me 1 more. Nice, strong one. Lower down. This is your best one. Move with your breath. Float. Push up. And push back. Excellent job. Pause there. Take a full breath in. Big exhale. And then slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. You're in a nice forward fold at the back of your mat or wherever you're in, wherever space you're in. And then slowly roll up the spine. Your head is the very last thing to rise. Excellent job. Once you reach the top, arms up. Sweep arms up one more time. Open up the heart. Big reach. And exhale, hands down. Excellent job. So I don't know about you, but my heart is already starting to race. The sweat is starting. So we're gonna go for our standing circuit. So remember, there's 3 circuits, 2 exercises in each, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, okay? I'm gonna grab my dumbbells. The first thing up in this first circuit is going to be a side lunge to a lunge with a torso twist. So there's a lot of things happening in here. So again, make sure you have space and make sure you're being mindful as you're moving. Don't just go through the shapes because I'm calling them, okay? So I'm actually gonna use just 1 dumbbell because we're gonna add a wood chop in between. Lots of things happening. I'm gonna start with my right leg. You're gonna go into that side lunge, okay? Right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Bring that dumbbell up or arms come up, whatever you're using. Step your right foot back, find that lunge, and then you twist to your left. So if my right leg goes back, twisting to my left. So you're twisting opposite the leg that's in the back. Go back to that wood chop, and then side lunge. Good, big lift, and then bring it back. Okay? The next one in that series is going to be a squat step. So dumbbells at the heart if you're using them. Start low in that squat. We're gonna step right, meet back in the middle. Step left, meet back in the middle. So you're just finding a little rhythm here, not picking up too much pace, and you're squatting each time you step, okay? That's the first circuit. Go ahead and grab what you need. Remember, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds of rest. I'm gonna get my stopwatch ready. All right, so my stopwatch is ready. Remember, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. Side lunge first, to lunge with torso twist, and then squat step. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Side lunge, wood chop, bring arms up and over, step back, lunge to twist. Big lift, side lunge, up and down. And then make sure you're staying on the same side. I don't know if I told you that, but we will switch because we are doing it 2 times. Give me 3 more seconds. Almost done. And shake it out. Excellent job. You have 10 seconds to go or to recover. And then we go into that squat step. So remember, you're starting low. Step, squat, step, squat. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Sink low. Step, squat. Bring it back and step. Good, so you're squatting each time. Here we go. 10 more seconds, keep breathing. Almost done. Stay with the breath. Big inhales, big exhales. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job, shake it out. 10 seconds. We do that all over again, but we're doing the side lunge on the other side. Obviously, the squat is bilateral, so that will stay the same. All right, are you ready? Full breath in, full breath out. 3, 2, and go. Step left, or whatever leg you didn't do. Meet in the middle, lunge, torso twist, lift, step, lift. Good. Keep going, meet in the middle each time. Excellent job. 5 seconds, almost done. Good, you got 4, 3, 2, and rest. 10 seconds, set up for that squat. Hands at the heart. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Squat, step, squat, step. Good job. Sink low. The lower you sink, the more you're going to get into those glutes, those quads, and those hammies. Keep breathing. Good job. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. You got full 30 seconds to recover while I explain the second circuit. So the next one in the circuit is going to be squat to Arnold press. So if you're not familiar with an Arnold press, you start with your arms in front of you, open, and then shoulder press, and then bring it back together. But we're just gonna add a squat into it. So we'll start with arms in front, squat, big push, and down, okay? That's the first workout. The second one is a front raise. So arms are gonna come up and over you to a fly. So make sure the dumbbells you have are light enough that you can take your arms up and over your head while you're in this hinge position, okay? That does get pretty spicy in the low back and those shoulders if those dumbbells or whatever weights you're using are a little too heavy. All right, here we go. We got 3, 2, and go. Squat, Arnold press, push. Squat, Arnold press, push. Keep going, down and up, down and up. Keep going. We got 5 seconds on the clock. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Good job. Relax. 10 seconds to recover. Front raise to your fly. Okay? 5 seconds. Full breath in. Make sure you're expanding those ribs. Big exhale. 3, 2, and go. Front raise. Make sure you're in this nice hinge position. Core is tight as we're leaning forward. Big lift and fly. Big lift and fly. You got it. 5 more seconds, nice and strong. Good, you got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. 20 seconds, 10 seconds. We do that all over again. So squat to Arnold press, front raise to fly. We have 1 more circuit and then we're on the floor, okay? Here we go, 3, 2, and go. Squat, press, down, push. You can go as slow or as fast as you like, but just make sure you're staying connected to the core. Heels are pressing down, driving through the heels to use those glutes. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Right into that front raise with a fly. You have 5 seconds. Expand those ribs. Big exhale. Here we go. We got 3, 2, and go. Front raise and fly. Try not to pull the body forward too much as you're swinging those arms up. Nice controlled lift and a nice controlled fly, okay? We always want to be in control of our strength, never letting those dumbbells take over. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Shake it out. 30 seconds to recover while I explain the next one. The next one's going to be single leg, so we're going to do one leg for the first round. Second round is the other leg. Okay, so the first one, you're going to be in a lunge position, kind of in a hinge position like you're about to run right out of here. So that front leg is going to be bent, that back heel is lifted, and we are hinged forward. So a nice diagonal line from the crown to that heel. We're going to take dumbbells or whatever you're using. I'm going to use 1. We're going to reach up and over the head, pull that back leg in towards your chest as you bring dumbbells to your heart. Reach long, pull it in. Reach long, pull it in. If you want the extra spice, you're going to keep that left leg or the leg behind you floating, okay? Second move, you're going to go right into a single leg deadlift. Float that back leg and then slowly lift, okay? Here we go. We got 5 seconds. Grab what you need. Remember, the first one is that knee in towards the chest. One side first, then we'll go for the other. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Pull it in and extend. You can go as fast as you like, depending on how much heat you'd like to build up in the body. Just make sure you're maintaining that breath and that connection to the core. You have 5 seconds. 5 seconds, and then we go into that single leg deadlift. Good. 3, 2, and rest. 10 seconds. Set up for that single leg deadlift. Just remember, you don't have to go down for depth. Just make sure you're activating that glute and that core. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Float that back leg. We're still on that same leg, and lift. Float that back leg, and lift. Good job. We got 10 seconds. If you don't want to lift that back leg, you can keep that foot down as you reach down towards the floor and stand up. Okay? 3, 2, and shake it out. Excellent job. Let's switch sides. 10 seconds. Grab what you need. Other leg goes in front now. Again, the key is to make sure that heel is lifted. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Pull it in. Make sure you stay leaning forward. You don't have to stand up or shift your weight back. Keep the weight forward on that front leg. Okay, we got 10 seconds. You're almost there. We're on the floor in 5, 4, 3, 2, shake it out. 10 seconds, single leg deadlift, and then everything else is on the floor after that, okay? Here we go. You're going in 5, 4, make sure you expand your ribs when you breathe. 3, 2, and go. Single leg deadlift. Keep this one slow. Try not to pick up the pace on this one. Plant that left big toe down as a nice little anchor to keep you steady. Shoulders pull back, chin comes off the chest as you lower. Give me 5 seconds, we're on the floor. 3, 2, and lower down. Excellent job. Everything is on the floor now, so meet me in a kneeling position. So we're just gonna move, nice little flow now. We're gonna start on our knees. I'm gonna grab my dumbbells, 1 in each hand. We're gonna go for a little upper body circuit. So we're gonna go for serve the platter, and then we're gonna add an extra layer in. So you may or may not need to drop the dumbbells at some point because it will get a little spicy. So untuck your toes, sit back on the heels. Serve your platter, push forward, come up to the knees, and then bring it back down. Good, big push forward, and bring it back. Good, big push, and bring it back. Good, we got 3 like this, and we're gonna add some wide arms. 3, good, 2, squeeze the glutes. 1, hold it here, stay. Take your arms wide, pull it back to center, and then sit back down. Good. Push it wide, bring it back, and lower down. Excellent job. Out and in. Give me 2 more. Out, in, and lower down. Last one. Pull it in. Excellent job. Put one of your weights at the left corner of your room. Meet me in a plank position. Corner of your room, corner of your mat, put it next to your left hand so you're in a plank position. We're gonna go for a side plank row. So you're gonna drop your heels to the right, take that dumbbell, lift it all the way up. We're gonna come back to that plank position. So either keep holding that dumbbell or put it down and then re-grab it when you go back up for that side plank. Good, keep going, keep moving with your breath. Make sure those hips don't drop below that elbow when you go for that side plank, okay? Keep going, give me 2 more. We're gonna drop that right knee. 1 more. Good. Hold this side plank, drop your hips, take that dumbbell up, hold it here, drop this right knee. So you're in a modified side plank or a supported side plank. Push your hips forward, drop your left elbow down. We're gonna lift this left leg up as you punch that dumbbell towards the ceiling. Slowly lower. Big lift and lower. Good. Give me 4. Hold it at the top in 3. Good. 2 and 1. Hold it at the top. We're just going to toe tap those left toes down and up. Toes down and up. Good job. Down and up. Bring those toes to the floor in 3. Good. 2, 1. Put that foot down. We're going to push so hard into this right hand. You're going to pull this right knee towards your left hand. Take it down. Kick this left leg up. Lower it down. Pull it in. Good. Give me 3 more. Pull it in all the way and lift. 2 more strong ones. Then we're off that hand. Last one. And soften. Good job. Push back into that child's pose. Take a full breath in. Maybe hands behind you. Roll out those wrists. Big breath. Big exhale. Excellent job. We're going to come up to our knees. We're going to go for that hinge position again, but we're going to go tricep extension to overhead press. So again, untuck those toes. Start in your tricep extension. So bend the elbows, lean forward. Kick the dumbbells away from you so your arms are straight. Pull them back to 90, and then we overhead press. Keep this one slow. It's really quick or really easy to pick up some momentum as you move through. Especially in that tricep extension, it's really easy to kind of miss that strength. Big push. Squeeze the glutes, make sure the spine is long. When we take our arms over our head, make sure we're not sending the belly forward. Keep that spine nice and long, okay? Give me 2 more. We got that oblique work on the other side, some bilateral core work or center core work, and you're done. Last one, finish strong for me. Big lift. And place those dumbbells down. Dumbbell at the right corner for that right hand. Find that plank position first. When you're ready, drop the hips to the left. Dumbbell comes up. Make sure the hips are not dropping too low, and then bring it back to that plank position. Drop those hips, pull it up. Woo, almost fell all the way backwards. Drop the hips, pull it up. Good, keep going. Give me 3 more. We're gonna hold that plank position. Into, good, this one we're gonna hold it. You drop that knee, hold it first, dumbbell comes up, drop that left knee. Good, bend the right elbow, punch the ceiling as you lift the leg and slowly lower. Really mindful of the hips. When you're lifting, try not to sit into the hips. We really wanna come from that outer hip, outer glute area and down. Lift and down, hold everything up in 4, 3, 2, hold it here, stay here. Just tap the toes down and lift, down and lift. Good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put that foot down. Now that top hand comes to that left knee. Open it back up. Big kick of that right leg. Pull it in and kick. Give me 3 more strong ones. We got our center core, and you're out of here. Pull it in. Woo! Lift. This is your last one. And soften it down. Lay all the way down on your back. Legs are going to extend. We're going to go for our roll up. Arms are going to come over your head. Instead of diving towards the toes, we're going to sit up to a nice neutral position. Here we go. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift. Roll up that spine. Big reach. Find your long spine here. Pause. Slowly roll down. Good, keep this one slow. I know we're near the end, but I really want you to keep that connection to the core. Slowly roll, big push, up, and take it all the way down. Great job. Give me 1 more just like that, and we're gonna try to float our feet as we come up. Good. Lay back down, meet me there. This time when you come up, you can either bring one knee in towards your chest or both. Start rolling up the spine. Once you hit about here, start bringing your knees in towards your chest, or maybe one, and then slowly lower down. Begin again. Exhale, take it up. Float. Both knees, one leg, whatever you got, and then slowly lower. Whatever variation you're picking, just make sure you're able to control it on the way down. What do I mean by that? If you get all the way up here and then you come down fast, you just lost all that tension you built up. We always want to keep time under tension and be able to control our strength, okay? Give me one more good one, and slowly lower down. Excellent job. Bend your knees, your feet are flat. We're gonna roll up, punch the ceiling with those dumbbells. Sit up as high as you can. Slowly take it down. Good job. Again, exhale, roll up, big lift. Up and all the way down. Great job. Good, keep going. Up and all the way down. 2 more, take it up and down. Great job. Last one, all the way up and all the way down. Float those feet. Your tabletop position, crunch it up. We're gonna go for a little double knee stretch. We're gonna finish with some spice, okay? So knees in your chest, arms are by your hips, head, neck, and shoulders are lifted. Inhale, reach for length, arms over the head. Exhale, pull. Good, we got 8. Use your breath, 7, 6, keep breathing. 5, good, 4, 3, almost done. 2, and 1. Slowly put those dumbbells down. Rock those knees side to side. Take a full breath in here. Big exhale. Excellent job. Good. Bring those knees back in towards your chest. Start to gently rock until you make it up to a seated position, facing the front, or whatever space you're in, but I'm gonna face the camera just so you can see. But you're gonna bend your right knee, left leg goes straight. Big sweep of those arms up. And then exhale, fold towards those left toes. Get that side body stretch. Full breath in. I hope you feel really good after this practice. My heart is definitely beating fast and the sweat built up. I feel good. Big lift of those arms. On the exhale, just bring them down. We switch sides. So bend the other one, straighten the other one, lift, and then fold. Good, full breath in and a full breath out. Good job. Inhale, big lift. Take your feet together, find your butterfly or diamond. Sit up tall first, and then on the exhale, we fold all the way down. Good, one more big breath in. Big exhale. And then slowly lift your chest. You all are done. Excellent job today. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.